Guys, welcome once more to Selby's Driving School Parallel Parking Protocol. Now you would have actually seen the right hand side parking. Now we're going to show you the 5-step reverse side, which is the left hand side 5-step parking protocol parallel to the curb wall. So now this is what the parking area would have looked like at the DMV, your local DMV. Again, remember guys that once it is that you're parking for your driver's license test, you have 5 minutes to park on both sides. 5 minutes to park on both sides. So now you have roughly about 2.5 minutes to park on the right hand side, 2.5 minutes to park on the left hand side. So we're going to show you just how to get your vehicle parking on the left hand side using the 5-step parking protocol. So let's go. All right, so the first step guys, step number 1 is to align the back tire onto the cone that represents the car. So you're going to line up the bumper that is. So once the back tire go past the cone that represents the car by about a feet, by that time you would have actually stopped. Right. So the back bumper has to get aligned to the cone that represents the car. Now guys, and you're right there now. Now guys, keep in mind this right here, right? The left hand side parking is just a replica of the right hand side. Yeah? So all the locks and moves that should have been done on the right hand side, you just do the opposite. That's basically, or the converse to it. That's basically what it is, right? So if it is that you are actually parking on the left hand side as you're doing here guys, it means now that you'd have put in the left lock, right, to get inside of the left area. So once it is that your back tire is past the cone that represents the car a little bit, right? Now we're gonna put in our left lock fully to the left. That is all of it that you have. You're gonna put in all of it that you have, guys. You're gonna turn it fully to the left to ensure that you're going into the parking area properly. So this is the parking area right here that we're looking at. Yeah, right? You see how it looks? And that's your car right here in relation to the park area. And now that's your lock that is actually turned towards the left hand side. So now that the lock is turned to the left hand side guys, this is what we're going to be doing now. We're going to reverse slowly. This time we're not going to point the left side of the vehicle onto the corner post. We're going to point the right hand side of the vehicle onto the corner post. So that's the corner post right there, right on the curb wall as you can see. And now we're going to point the right hand side to the corner post. So guys, for those of you that are preparing for your test, please do not miss this video. This video will work for you. It will help you to pass your test in A. Yeah, you'll pretty much pass your test A. So now look at how it is set up guys. Your car is pointed directly onto your corner post onto the left. Now once your right side is pointed onto the corner post on your left guys, this is what you need to do to go forward now. As was said with the other side, you need to center your steering 2 times. So to demonstrate how you center your steering 2 times and to show you the reason for it is that look at your wheel. You have a fully left lock therein. Once you're doing the test guys, you cannot put your head outside. You have to keep your head inside. So in learning now how to straighten your wheel is a plus. So what you do is once the steering is fully turned to the right, you're going to look at the center point of the steering, right? So the center point of the steering is that little point right here as he's pointing on, right? Good. So turn to the left, fully to the left, go again to the left, all of it, right. So the center point is that point right there, the one right there. Your center point on your steering may be a little different. You just need to identify your center point. Now, once your center point is identified, guys, all you need to do is take it out 2 times. So once you center it to your lap twice, then you're straight. So center, 1, you're gonna go one more time, 2, there you go. Look at the wheels now. There you have it. You're straight. So once you're straight, guys, it's for you now to continue the reverse straight. So this is how we're gonna do it now. Remember the principle of approach. This is step number 2. Step number 3 is to reverse, straighten your wheels, and reverse the car straight until the back tire reaches about 3.5 feet from the curb wall. So 3.5 feet is where we need to be. So that's the curb wall right there, and you need to be about 3.5 feet from the curb wall. So there you go. You see, going, beautiful, beautiful. So if you look at it, guys, you notice that the space is right there. You have a little space with distance space from the curb wall. You don't want to get too close, because if you get too close, you're going to rub against the curb wall. And at the same time, you don't want to be too far away from it, because you're going to park wide. So at this point, once your back tire is about 3.5 feet from the curb wall, which give yourself a little space, then you're going to turn the steering to the opposite. So if the curb wall is to your left, you're going to turn to the right. So you're going to turn all of it to the right, because guess what? Your curb wall is to the left of your body. So there you go, turning everything to the right. Beautiful, all of it. Good. Now that you turn to the right, you're going to continue the reversing process now. So you're going to continue the reverse slowly. As you reverse slowly, you notice that you're going alongside the curb wall. Beautiful. Watching the car behind you too. Beautiful. 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 Nice. Nice. Right. Now look at this, guys. Look at this. You notice that he's actually parallel. You could go back a little bit more. Put him back the lock and go. No, put him back the right lock. Right. Just to put your front a little bit more. Now, guys, before you move, this is how you know when you're parallel, guys. You look at your front door and you look to see if the front door, the edge of it is aligned with the curb wall. You also look in your rear view mirror to see if the back wheel is also aligned properly. That is how you know. So you check the rear view mirror to see if the back wheel is aligned properly, like the distance from the back tire and from the curb wall is even. And you look to see if the top part of your door is aligned, properly with the curb wall or parallel to the curb wall. Once the back tire is parallel and the window section of your car, the line that runs the window is aligned properly with the curb wall, then you know that you're perfectly straight. So this gives you a demonstration, guys, as to how you get parallel park towards the curb wall without actually touching it. And notice now that you're pretty close to the car behind you. So all you need to do is to go forward a little bit, just to give it a little space behind you. Right, beautiful. So once you go forward a little bit, guys, to give you that little space behind you, then you know that you're perfectly okay. At this point, guys, you toot your horn to let the examiner know that you're fully parked, and now you just pretty much take your vehicle out. So that is the perfect example as to how you would have been parallel parked on the left hand side, 18 inches away from the curb wall. You stop the vehicle when you're coming in 3.5 feet from the curb wall, and then put in your lock right there. So you look at the front of your car and you look to see if you have enough space to actually drive your car out. So if it is that you do not have enough space, all you need to do to create the space, guys, is to reverse a little bit, turning your steering wheel to the left. So once you put in all the lock to the left, you reverse a little bit. Remember that there's a car behind you, the cones that represents the car, so you don't want to touch it, and that's good. And then at that point now, once you have enough space, guys, you turn to the right to exit. Now once you turn to the right, then that's it. You make sure that you take out your vehicle without touching the car in front of you.